Hey there, guys and gals of YouTube world. It's Thursday, May the 5th, in the year 2022. Hopefully you're doing outstanding. And as always, I'm not a financial advisor, CPA, attorney, nothing else. This is Mazske Finance. I do share my opinions at times, and I can be right, I can be wrong. I am a successful investor, but that doesn't mean I'm always right. And I don't like to make predictions, even though I'm optimistic about the future. Anyway, I was thinking, it's been a hectic day, just various things going on, but I was thinking, okay, what am I going to talk about in today's video? And then I get YouTube notifications, and one popped up, and I'll read the title to you. It's from One Rental at a Time, and I highly respect Michael Zuber of One Rental at a Time, so please don't take this the wrong way. But the title is, More Pain Coming, the Fed Broke Everything. They stayed too low for too long, pain curve, and then it cuts off. So this sounds painful. More pain coming, the Fed broke everything. Okay, so he's basically, he's calling for a recession is what he's calling for. And yes, a lot of folks are saying there's going to be a recession. Okay, yes, a lot of folks are criticizing the Fed. But yet I remember, and I don't want to be political at all, but I do remember because people point fingers all the time at this administration, that administration. All I will say is both administrations need to go. Both. The system is broke. But in case you forgot, under the last administration, the Fed did raise rates. And the guy in charge criticized them majorly, saying they were screwing up his economy. And they reversed their action. Okay? So now the criticism is the current administration, the current Fed, they're waiting too long to raise rates because now you have inflation running wild. But if under the last administration, if they had started raising rates, because rates cannot stay as low as they are. The little bit I know, in my humble opinion, I'm not an economist, but I was a business major, whatever that means. And I do read emails from an economist, whatever that means. But from my perspective of being a guy who invests for 35 years, rates are unusually low, just like housing prices are unusually high. Okay, so rates have to go up. They just do. Recessions are a normal part of the business cycle. There's nothing scary about recessions. There's nothing that we need to panic about with recessions. It's a normal part of the business cycle. Now, the Fed tries to manipulate the economy so we can string out the good times as long as possible. But for the average American, they don't participate in the good times. The 98%, the 95%, whatever that doesn't invest, they don't participate in the good times. They just live paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. So if there's a recession, it may be painful for a percentage of those. All right, because some folks will lose their job. Companies will announce they're laying people off, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Except for one fact. Right now, unemployment is still low. And right now, there are more jobs out there that haven't been filled, which makes for an interesting dilemma. And again, I'm not an economist, but if unemployment is low and you got a lot of unfilled jobs, what's going on? Okay, part of it is we don't have part of society who's working. You got somebody like me, I'm financially independent. Okay, I'm an anomaly, I'm an outlier. I've been planning for this for 25 years, roughly. And so there's always a small percentage of people like me that when they're younger, they plan for financial independence. They work, they try to get to it. And if they get to the point of financial independence and they're, let's just say, younger than normal retirement age, it's just how it is. It's normal. But there's another part of society that appears to have stopped working. Younger people don't appear to be working like my generation did. I started working when I was like, 12, 13 years old because I wanted money. You don't have that now. Seniors now, I think less are working than before because part of it they're scared of COVID. Part of it I don't know why they don't want, well, they don't want to go back to work because of COVID, because COVID's still out there. All right, I just don't know. But inflation is running quite high. Prices are up on everything. Prices are up, whatever the official inflation number is, it appears prices are higher than that. A recession does appear that it's on the horizon, but on the horizon might be in 2023. It's May of 2022. Things can change. They don't change on a dime. They don't. The economy is like a dinosaur. It's slow to turn around. You don't know how fast dinosaurs turned around. But things can change between now and 2023. What they could be, I don't know. I don't know. Do you ever read anything by Morgan Housel? Let me see if I still got it up. Morgan Housel has a website. He has a book out called The Psychology of Money. Here it is. He has a website called, I'm not going to pronounce it right, collaborativefund.com. COLLABORATIVE fund, FUND.com. Click on blogs. Let me see if I can go back to the homepage, show what it looks like here. But Morgan Housel used to work for the Motley Fool. When I was at Fool Fest, he was there. He gave, I think 2 different times, both times I was at Fool Fest, he was there. So I said hi to him or something like that. I met him briefly. But the homepage, let me see if I can get to the actual homepage. This is the homepage, I think. If you can see that, just remember collaborative fund. If that's clear to you, I'll slowly pull it out, slowly put it in. Okay. All right. So anyway, try reading him. He talks about the psychology of money. He talks about when the big things happen, the Great Recession, COVID, 9/11. When the big things happen, almost nobody was calling for them. They were just out of the blue. Things happen. So if everybody and their brother and sister are saying there's going to be a recession coming, I mean, yes, there might be. But if there is, I don't think it's going to be the Great Depression or the Great Recession of 2008, the Great Depression of the 1930s. I don't think it's going to be like that. But could it be a recession? Sure. Could we pull ourselves out of it and not go into a recession? Perhaps. Again, I'm not an economist. I don't pretend to be one, no matter how much I learn about the economy. I'm not going to say I'm an economist. Okay? I'm just saying is we can't predict the future. We cannot predict the future with 100% certainty. Sure, we can have general guidelines for how the future is going to play out. Like I can say electric cars will probably be in our future in a bigger way. I can probably say crypto will be in our future in a bigger way. But I can't tell you specifics on that, how it's going to happen. I can say a recession will happen again in the future, but I can't tell you specifics on how that recession will play out or if you or I will lose our jobs. I probably won't because I probably won't be working. Okay? So be aware, just be cautious of anytime someone is predicting something. Now, if they predict, I'm a baseball fan. If in spring training they say, oh, the Yankees are going to go to the World Series and win it, or the Orioles are going to win the World Series. Okay. Yes, they might. But more times than not, the team they call to win doesn't. Sometimes they do, but more times than not, they don't. Just like Super Bowl. The other year, Ravens were like a shoo-in to go to the Super Bowl. They got knocked out, I think, in the first round of the playoffs. But they were a shoo-in. They had Lamar Jackson. They were doing great. They got knocked out. And that was like 2-3 years ago, whenever it was. Okay? So be aware. I've said this before about YouTubers. You have Millennial Mike and myself. We both are blue-collar guys who strive to do our best to be totally honest, totally transparent. Not totally transparent, but transparent. Tell you what we're doing as we're progressing. Millennial Mike's not a millionaire yet, but you can go back. He showed his key when he got his first property. He's talked on the process to get that mortgage. I'm a guy, I didn't start my channel until after I was lean financially independent, but I'm still lean financially independent. And I'm sharing stories with you of how I got there and what I'm doing to try to get to normal financial independence or fat fire independence, okay? I'm not wealthy. I'm not somebody with 200 rental units or 100 rental units. I don't have a Lamborghini. I do have a tiki hut coming, okay? But I'm a guy, I pay my bills just like you do. I just paid 10 tax bills today, 10 property tax bills on 10 houses. One I own free and clear, and the other 9 were seller financing. So those tax bills are due next week, so I paid them all today. And it is what it is, okay? So just be aware. I'm not telling you not to watch any YouTube channel or to watch, all I say is Millennial Mike's channel, check it out. I like Deon Talks YouTube channel. Check it out. Michael Zuber, I like his YouTube channel. I've watched probably hundreds, if not thousands of his videos, but he puts out like 8 a day. But what I find confusing is he has somebody that helps him now, and he'll do shorts on, like if he had an interview with me and it was really good, he might do 3 shorts. But if I look at his channel, it's like, it's hard to find what I'm looking for because there's just too much there. So even with that, when I think on that, it's like, I make 1 video a day. I got 200 and whatever I got. It's pushing 300. Do I have too many videos? Am I making them too frequently? Do you like the daily content? Do you want me to continue daily content, or do you want me to strive for something like 3 a week, 5 a week? I don't mind doing the daily content. There will be days when I'm later, like today I'm later. There'll be days when I may have to miss a day or miss 2 days, but there might be a day when I do 2 videos, okay? But is my daily content too much? If I just do 1 a day, is it too much? Do I cut back a little bit, or do I stick with what I'm doing? Okay, so what do you think? What do you think? You heard me talk today. If you're still here, you've heard me talk. I got some new subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. Let me know what you think. I love comments. I love folks who subscribe. I love it when people click the thumbs up. So anyway, Mazske signing out. Workers are here, and more workers are on their way here any minute now. It's going to get noisy. So y'all take care. Mazske will talk to you later. See ya.